it's very hard to compete with other groups, especially outside the country, because their what do you call that? Their currencies are much more valuable than our currencies. But so far we've managed to stay whole, and we've managed to stay together, and that is very important. I wish that some of our players begin to think that this is their home. This is their home where they can build. This is their home where they can stay, and this is the home that we will welcome them back. And more, as the experience of some players going overseas and staying there for 2-3 years, they're beginning to rethink their position. Pero ayaw talaga tayong tigilan kasi we are a talent base, not only for the region but also in the greater Southeast Asian region, no? like Australia and other areas. Ayaw tayong tigilan that there is a lot of poaching. And some of this poaching has been very, very unprofessional. And this is what we're trying to fight against. This is the principle of the PBA. We're trying to fight against these unprofessional poachers who have nothing in mind but to get fees from these players. That's why it is very important that we said we will only deal with accredited agents. Otherwise, we will not be able to protect the athlete or the players. So we will go very headstrong against those who only intention is to poach from the PBA and who are mercenaries and gain compensation because they're going to be in the PBA. So yun ang pinakamalaking challenge namin, and kailangan din namin ng tulong ninyo dyan. So we also need the help of legitimate agents to stand up and say that this cannot happen. And you know, if you're not a legitimate agent, you also don't pay taxes, and you can be the most unreasonable agent just to destroy the PBA. Hindi na siya competition eh. It is already destroying the institution that we have built over the years. Now, having said that, ano bang ginagawa ng PBA? No, we will still seek permission from RSA. We have asked Al Francis to head up and represent us in the EASL. No? In the EASL board, Japan League is there, Korean League is there, China League is there, and it is an appropriate place for us to be able to work with them and get agreements between them. I understand that we are already in the thick of, the board has already reviewed, we are in the thick of conversation with the Japanese League, and soon hopefully we will be able to have a handshake on what are the rules of the game and how we should respect each other's league. So, yun lang, we are also improving the relationships with players. We have a very strong player relationship head, and that is our commissioner itself. No, I think he has the ear of the players, and he can talk to the players. So we'd like to strengthen that so as well. Lately, under the sponsorship of the Vice Chairman, he also talked about improving wellness and insurances for our basketball players. So we will become better. We will have a full season, and with God's grace, we survived the pandemic. We survived with 1 conference. We survived with 2 conferences. We will succeed with 3 conferences. That's it, Chairman.